In American soccer, we need to break out of this bad way of thinking, this US sports model school of thought that good things can't exist without the blessing of a rich owner. And I think we're taking the US sports model we're so used to, where everything runs through this oligarchy of a small group of billionaires, and we're projecting global soccer onto that. So we have the false illusion that we need to somehow shoehorn global soccer, which is at its essence open access and provides opportunity for all. We need to shoehorn that into the American sports model, or just things won't work just because we're for some reason special, as if fans or the US consumers won't be able to understand the global model where everyone matters, everyone has a fair shot, from the poor to the rich, no matter where you're from, what your culture is, you have a fair chance in that sporting industry. And so we need a 180 on this way of thinking, and particularly when it comes to the governance we accept over us in American soccer. And we tend to think that the U.S. Soccer Federation or the American Soccer Governing Federation, be it an alternate, maybe at some point in the future, needs to accommodate the rich or the owners or what have you, or the corporations who sponsor. We need to accommodate them before the average constituents have a fair say. And yes, I know there's different weights in terms of what kind of sway people have within federations, but I think we're off base in that we are not demanding that our governing soccer federation govern in the interest of all of its constituents. That's what it's there for. That's the definition of a governing soccer federation in the first place, is to look out for the inclusion and the opportunity of all people in the industry. So no matter where you're at, no matter what demographic you're a part of in America, you should have a fair chance to make something of yourself or your club in the American soccer industry. And that's what this American dream we talk about is all about. You can, if you put in the work and the planning and the determination, you can make something great because the opportunity is there. But right now, the opportunity is not there for 99% of the American soccer ecosystem. We've got all the tools, we've got the players, we've got 25 million players, likely over 50 million soccer fans here. We've got a population of 330 million people. We've got the wealth, we've got the infrastructure. Everything is there for us to be a great world soccer superpower. And another thing I think we're seeing in American soccer and the population as a whole is a fear of losing what we already have. And when we think about what we have, you take away the American professional game or what's there right now, and you still have a huge, gigantic soccer market, millions and millions of soccer fans. Yes, they won't be paying attention to the U.S. game, but they're paying attention to soccer around the world, be it the World Cup or continental championships, or of course club ball. The fans are there, the interest is there. The problem is these people that are fans of soccer abroad really have no incentive to get involved in the American game because it gives them no opportunity. They can't start their own club and build it into something similar to Real Madrid. So what's the point if there's a glass ceiling above it? Might as well support the great clubs around the world, the unlimited clubs that don't have a cap on their greatness. So if you exclude everybody from the start, it's no wonder that nobody cares. And you see now with interest in MLS, our Division One, it's the share of American soccer TV ratings for MLS is 7% and shrinking. That slice is shrinking now as we move forward. So pretty soon it's going to be microscopic in comparison to American soccer television viewership for global soccer. And then attendance is under many places under 15,000 people a game. Lots of attendance numbers are fabricated. And of course, TV deals are iffy at best, and then also lumped in with U.S. national team rights, which is very sketchy. So the domestic game interest here and what we really stand to lose is not much. And then you look below in the lower divisions, the interest is even lower because, again, MLS has the monopoly and they're not garnering much interest as it is. And then the lower divisions below that, there's just a glass ceiling under MLS. So it makes sense that no one would care or want to invest in the lower divisions as a whole. And the fact that people are investing in the lower divisions or are showing interest is a testament to the massive soccer potential we have here. So that despite a poisonous system in the lower tiers, we still have people who are willing to put their money out there and risk it, and willing to devote time and effort into building clubs in the lower tiers, despite having no chance to build equity or build their club as a whole in the American soccer industry. So we need to really flip our way of thinking, and it's important that you help educate the American soccer public about what we're missing out on, our potential, what we have the ability to accomplish here, and what our governing soccer federation should be responsible for. It's time that we, the American soccer public, hold our federation accountable to govern for all constituents in American soccer. And if this federation won't do it, then we can set up a new federation, get the blessing of FIFA, get the clubs in America behind it, and we can get a federation that finally represents us as a whole. So if you like this video, make sure to share it out on social media and also subscribe right here to my channel, and I'll talk to you soon.